Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Ramonepreston Show. It's 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time here in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. If you are joining us live today, happy Tuesday, good afternoon, welcome to the show. Please do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that share button. Tag Lolly Dolly everybody and let them know. Prophet Ramon, the squad, we alive right here in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. If you're coming on, please do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the share button, tag somebody and let them know that we're live today. I'm super excited about today's show. This is day 2 of our week-long countdown to our 2-day event that we're hosting live here in Buckhead this weekend. So I appreciate every one of you for your love, your prayers, and for your support. All of you that watch us and follow us on social media, thank you so much. If you would be so kind, please put in the comments what city you're watching me from today. Please let me know what city you're watching me from today, what city you're representing today. I would love to know. And I also want to say, if you haven't had an opportunity to do it, please be sure, if not at some point throughout the show, maybe once the show ends today, would you please be so kind to subscribe to my YouTube page. We want to get to 10,000 subscribers. We have over 7,400. So we have about 2,600, give or take a few, remaining to get to 10,000. So your subscription on YouTube is very important to us. Most of the people that we do business with, most of the relationships that we build, most of the clients that we are so grateful to serve, they come from YouTube. Otherwise, they come from just people we have a relationship with already in our next level ecosystem. So please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube page. If you have time, you can go to Google. You can type in Ramonepreston Enterprises and leave me a star review or maybe a Google review. Maybe you have a few words that you can share on Google. Our Google reviews mean so much. And if you don't know, Google and YouTube are both owned by Alphabet, the holding company. They're owned by the same company. So a lot of times when you want to subscribe to somebody's YouTube page and or when you want to leave a Google review, they're going to require you to log into your Gmail, your Google account. So I know sometimes it can be inconvenient, but if you just take a few minutes to log into your Google account with your Gmail, leave a review for Ramonepreston Enterprises, and subscribe to my YouTube page, I would certainly appreciate it. And I'm sure all of our staff members, our community members will appreciate it as well. You know just as well as I know, when somebody's looking to find out information about someone or their business, they're going to go to Google. Or when you're looking to find out information about something you're doing, you're going to go to YouTube. So just please be so kind, if you will, to take a few moments, sign into your Gmail account, leave a review for Ramonepreston Enterprises on Google, and subscribe to my YouTube page. Of course, if you are on any other social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, you can find me on any of those platforms at Ramonepreston, I would love for you to follow me and to stay updated on the things that we're doing. So today, Tuesday, the 19th of July, this week is going to be a very important week. And today we're going to continue this countdown discussion. This upcoming Friday, I'm hosting a one-night revival at 7 o'clock p.m. live here in Buckhead at the Marriott Buckhead Conference Center. And then this Saturday, I'm hosting a Millionaire Mastermind. So this Friday and Saturday, we're hosting 2 free live events that are going to really make a big impact in your life. for ministry and for business in the marketplace. If you're the type of person that you a believer, you are a man and a woman of God, you are part of the faith community, and you believe that God is giving you a purpose. You believe that there's something inside of you that you want to share with the world, and you want to make an impact, and you want to make a change, whether it's in your personal life, whether it's in your professional or financial life. It's important for you to understand that you got to be in the right ecosystem. You got to be around people who are in places doing things that can align with what you believe God is giving you to do. And that's one of the reasons why I'm super excited about this upcoming Friday and Saturday, because this will be really the first time that I'm going to be hosting a 2-day event for ministry and business. Most of the times we host business events or we host ministry events, but this is going to be like the first time that I personally facilitate a 2-day event representing both aspects of my life. Okay, I'm a prophet, I'm a man of God, I'm a minister, I'm a preacher, but I'm also an entrepreneur, a CEO. I'm a go-getter, I'm a grinder. And one of the things that I've always wanted to do was to create a platform, to create a community for people of faith who wanted to be rich, who wanted to get wealthy, who wanted to be successful, who wanted to be financially free and build wealth. And I know that there are other communities that may have that. There are other leaders that may provide that, but to each its own. I know that God has given me assignment to create that. And so if you are a man or woman of faith, and you know that it's not the easiest thing for you to do, to bring both of those worlds together. Because on one hand, you want to serve God, you love God, you might have this whole mindset about money and riches and fame, and then you want to get money. You want to be financially free. And sometimes you can't reconcile the both. So every day this week, like we did yesterday, leading up to Friday and Saturday, I'm going to be talking about certain aspects of these concepts and principles that you should ascribe to, that you should align yourself with if you want to be successful, especially if you are a man or a woman of faith. Now, this might go over some of y'all heads, or this might, be a turn off for some of you who just feel like you want me to talk about business on the show like I typically do, and that's fine. But for those of you that really know that it's important for you to be able to bring both of those worlds together, because there are things that you want to do for your family, things that you might want to do for your church, things that you might want to do for your community, things that you want to do for your world. So if you missed yesterday's show, even before I get to what I'm going to talk about today I'm going to talk a little bit about resetting and goal setting. So if you join me this Saturday for our Millionaire Mastermind, I'm going to do a real good deep dive into resetting your life, goal setting for your life, starting and structuring holding companies. We're going to be talking about concepts that I have created, like our SMS matrix. It's a holding company concept that I teach. We'll be talking about my 5-step process to help you really develop a solid infrastructure for your systems and processes. So we'll be talking a little bit about sales and marketing and operations and finances. We'll be talking a little bit about your products, your services, how to position yourself in the market. Like, these masterminds are going to be very, very, very powerful. And if you've never attended one of my masterminds, then you're going to have a treat this upcoming week. So you can register, you can RSVP for both events absolutely free by going to Ramonepreston.com/event. As a matter of fact, in the description in this video that you're watching, you will see that there's a link to our event page. So if you go to Ramonepreston.com/event, or if you click that link, it's going to take you to our events page, and you're going to see our Friday night revival this Friday, July 22nd, and our Saturday mastermind, July 23rd. I would love for you to be at both. especially if you are in the faith community, because we are living in uncertain times. We are in the middle of what seems to be a recession. We got inflation going on. There's a lot of global, unrest. There are cultural and racial issues going on, like industries are collapsing, things are being disrupted. And so when we are in times like these, it's very important for us to get that spiritual infusion, that spiritual impartation, that activation, that encouragement, that motivation, that inspiration for our spirits, for our souls, for our minds, so that we can have the strength and the energy to move forward and do the things we believe God has called us to do. And so I'm excited for the Revival Friday, and then to come back this Saturday in the same building. We're going to be at the Marriott Buckhead Conference Center, and then to come back the next day and then to do a deep dive into millionaire concepts. I'm going to be showing you how to become a millionaire, how to become successful, how to create a 7-figure or more organizational enterprise. It's something that you can do. You have the potential, you have the possibility, it's right in front of you, but you got to be willing to put yourself in play. And most of the times, putting yourself in play is about you making a decision, just making a decision. So you might be thinking to yourself, well, I ain't going to be available. I ain't going to be able to make it, or I'm going to be out of town. Well, sometimes you got to rearrange your schedule to get what you want, or to get what you need. Or in the words of my daddy, God bless his soul as he rests in peace, you got to be willing to do what you got to do. So when gotta have get a hold of you, you got to do what you got to do. So today I'm going to be talking about resetting and goal setting. If you missed yesterday's show, I was talking about a little bit on resetting. And what I shared with you, just in case you missed it, is in order for you to really see the things that you want to see, whether it's your success, whether it's money, whether it's wealth, whether it's building a successful business, you have to reset certain areas of your life, right? You gotta make those corrections. So you gotta be willing and able, and you gotta develop the discipline to be able to see your spiritual life and your spiritual obligation for success. So basically, success has to be a spiritual obligation. Money has to be a spiritual obligation. Wealth and business has to be a spiritual obligation. It can't just be something you giving yourself an opportunity to do. So if it work, it work. If it don't, it don't. Success is my spiritual obligation. You have to mentally connect with your success and money and wealth and business. You got to get in the right environment. You got to get emotionally engaged and involved in these things. And then professionally, you got to make sure you're doing the things that you're supposed to do that reflects where you want to go and what you want to have. So that's a part of reset. That's a part of reset. So a lot of times, especially if you're an entrepreneur and business owner, your mind has already been set on a certain way of doing things. Your mind is already set on doing certain things in business, or having certain things in life, or operating in a certain capacity. Well, in order to reset, you got to accept that some of the things you've been doing, or some of the things you've been believing, might not be the right things. Because if you're having issues with your business and you're not really able to move forward and get some progress and activity, maybe it's because of what you know. It ain't just because of what you don't know. It may be because of what you know. Maybe what you know is not the right stuff you need to know. And so you got to be willing to reset that. So resetting your mindset and also resetting your skill set. Now, why is resetting, why is that a prerequisite to goal setting? Because if you set goals, but you have not reset your mind and your skill set, you're never going to really do the things that need to be done to reach your goals. So let's say, for example, you want $1 million. Let's just say, for example, you want to be a millionaire, right? And over here, you don't reset your mindset about money. And then because you didn't reset your mindset about money, let's say you don't reset your skill set. So that means you don't know anything about how to make money, how to manage money, how to multiply money. You don't know anything about business because you haven't reset your mind or your skill. So guess what happens? Even if you do have a goal that you set to become a millionaire, you never cross over. You never even start the process of getting to it because you haven't reset. So goal setting should come after resetting. And resetting is not just about listening to people like me on social media or reading books or listening to audio books and getting into rooms to go to conferences and seminars. All that's good, but that doesn't mean you're going to reset your mind. That doesn't mean you're going to reset your skill. That just means you're getting information. So a lot of times resetting your mindset begins by getting rid of certain beliefs you got about money, certain beliefs you got about success, certain beliefs you got about wealth building, about business building. And when you get rid of those things, meaning that you just got to accept that what I know about these things ain't working. So maybe what I know about these things ain't right. Because most people, the stuff that they believe about money and business and success and building wealth, it's not right. That's why it don't work. And so once you're able to let go of those things and accept the fact that, you know what, I got to learn a new set of information. I got to learn a new set of skills. Now, once I start accepting that, I can start taking in new information, new data about money, about success. I can start listening to people like Ramon. I can start believing what they're saying is true. I can watch them and see how what they're doing is working. And then guess what happens? I can start learning the tools and the techniques and the mechanics and the practices that they are sharing with me, so that as I shape and reset my mind, I can shape and reset my skill. Now that you have the reset, it's easier for you to start setting the goals because you've got the things that it's going to take for you to start moving there. Because a lot of people, they think they got goals when they really just got hopes and dreams and wishes, like these false illusions that they live by. Like one day it's going to happen. I know I'm going to be rich. I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to come up. I'm going to make it to the top. But the problem is your mind won't even allow you to get there because you got too much wrong information and your skill set is not good enough to move you in that direction. So it's important to reset and then to get to goal setting. Now, with regard to goal setting, and keep in mind, for those of you that are going to be joining me this Friday and Saturday, I want you to keep in mind, I'll be doing some deep diving into these concepts and principles. And I'm going to have a workbook that I'll give you. It's a free workbook. It's a free event. And in this workbook, you're going to have some interactive activities. So there's some things that you're going to be doing with a pen in your workbook and your calculator to do the math on. So once we cover the resetting of your spiritual being, of your mind, the resetting of your environment, the resetting of your emotions, the resetting of your professional position or your place in the world today, once we reset it, and we clear you up. That's pretty much what it is. We clear you up. Then we can focus on goal setting. And one of the things I want to emphasize about goals is that your goals are actually dreams. Okay? So this is the biggest takeaway you should catch today. Goals equals dreams. Now this is going to be very important because once you start setting goals, your goals have to really equate to or equal your dreams. So for example, if it's July now and we've got 5 more months remaining in this year, okay? Well, you can set a goal for certain things to happen between now and the end of the year. You could set some short-term goal for 5 months, but those goals really need to be a reflection or an equation to your dreams. Otherwise, your goals are going to be so low and they're going to be so small that you're going to start out disappointed. And this is one of the reasons why people never consistently pursue their goals, because their goals are really not reflections of their dreams. So let me give you an example for myself. If I had to, which I have all of my goals / dreams written down that I read and I rehearse and I literally quote and process and sit in every morning. But let's just say if I took one of my goals, and one of my goals that I probably have about 8 personal goals for this year. I probably got about 8 or 9 business or organizational goals for this year. So let's just say if I took one goal, and one of my goals is to have a certain dollar amount just of cash set aside that I don't have to use or touch or spend by December the 31st. Well, I've got to make sure that whatever that goal is that I set to have a certain dollar amount, that it reflects my dreams, not how much money I'm making today, not how much money I made last year between July and December, not how much business do I got lined up, or how much am I projecting to make. Well, I can't set my goals based on that, because honestly, it may not reflect my dreams. What if I had a bad year? Or what if I had a slow month? Or what if it don't look like I'm a project to get to where I want to go? I can't let that affect my dreams. My dreams are to have a certain dollar amount, right? By December the 31st. And so what I have to do, being here in July, today is July, right? July 19th, I've got to make sure that when I set the trajectory of my goals, that my goal, or in this case, a singular goal for a dollar amount, is a reflection of my dream. Now, once I set that goal or dream in stone for December the 31st, what you should do, this is really an exercise for you. I'll go deeper on this Saturday, but this should be an exercise for you. You need to sit in it for a few minutes. Don't just set it and never understand it and process it and come back to today. What you need to do is go here to December 31st, whatever that dollar amount is that you want to have, because that goal you set is a reflection of your dream, and you need to sit in it. Put a chair right here and just sit there for a minute. That's a chair. That's supposed to be a chair. Okay? And just sit in that chair. Just sit there. Sit right here. Let me just write it down. Sit here. I want you to sit right here. Sit in it. Sit in it. So Saturday, when we go through this exercise, I'm going to give you some time to really qualify your goals or dreams and quantify them. So you're going to qualify them with information, right? And you're going to quantify them with math. And what that means is, if I'm here July 19th and I have a goal to have a certain dollar amount by December the 31st, the way I qualify that is I should be able to write a statement down, a sentence down, specifically explaining what I want to happen by December the 31st. So in this case, I would probably write down, I want a certain dollar amount by December the 31st. That would be a statement. So now I qualified it with information. But then I got to come back and I got to quantify it with math. So I don't want to just have words, well, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I need to have numbers to reflect my goals. I hope that's making sense to you. Because see, a lot of people, they have goals, but they don't have quantifiable goals. All of your goals should have numbers or dollars associated to them. So if you have a goal to do a certain thing in your business or get a certain thing accomplished, you need to have a number or dollar amount associated to it. So that's something you might want to write down. All goals should have numbers or dollar associated to them. Okay, I want you to write that down. Like I'm giving you a class here today on a Tuesday afternoon. So you can write that down. All of your goals should have numbers or dollars associated to them. And once you put a dollar amount or a number to your goal and you have put a timeline to them, okay, you should sit in that for a little bit. So number one, you want to qualify your goal, okay? I hope you wrote that down. You want to qualify your goal. Once you qualify your goal, let me make sure we clear it up. So we got goals. Our goals are dreams. And so we want to qualify goal with information. And then we want to quantify with mathematics. I think a lot of people, even entrepreneurs, underestimate the power of doing the math on everything that you want to see happen in your life and in your business. So whether you just have business goals or whether you have business and financial goals, one of the two or both, your goals should be qualified with information and they should be quantified with math, okay? So all of your goals should have what? They should have, number one, timelines. Now again, you're going to have different goals. So you're going to have some long-term goals, you're going to have some mid-term goals, you're going to have some short-term goals. So you may have different types of goals. So you may have some short, you may have some mid-term, you may have some long. Like I've got goals right now for 2022, so that would be considered like a short-term goal. I've got goals for the next 5 years. I've got goals for the next 15 years. To be honest with you, I probably have goals for the next couple generations if I really sat down and explained all of my goals. But I'm just showing you all goals should have timelines. But even beyond the timeline is not to box you in or to restrict you to, oh my God, I got to get it done by December. The timelines are really used as healthy parameters to just give you the ability to mathematically make sense of how the numbers and the dollars work with that goal. So I'll explain to you. This is why all goals should have timelines and all goals should have numbers or dollars associated to them. Because let's say, for example, if you have a goal, let's just say it's July, right? It's July 19th, and let's just say you had a goal for December the 31st. You wanted to save $20,000. Just an example. Maybe you want to save more, I don't know. But I just want to give you an example so you can see. Okay, $20,000 is your goal. Well, number one, you qualified this goal with information because you can write a statement down. I want $20,000 saved by December 31st. That's information. You qualified it. I want or I have $20,000 by December the 31st. Now you got to quantify it. How do you quantify it? Well, $20,000, the numerical value of $20,000. But if you have given it a timeline by December the 31st, it's easier for you to start breaking that down so that it can make sense to you. So now if you got August, You got September, you got October, you got November, and you got December. Now I can start breaking the next 5 months down and seeing from a mathematical perspective, how does that $20,000 look that I want to save over the course of the next 5 months? See, if you're not doing the math with your goals and coming up with numbers and dollars, you ain't really doing your goals right. That's why you want a timeline, because now you can take the next 5 months and you can break that 20,000 or whatever that dollar amount is down. So if I said I wanted to save 20 grand by December the 31st, I qualified my goal, I quantified it with math, and I have a timeline. Now I need to do math so I can know the numbers and dollars. 20,000 divided into 5, that's 4,000 a month that I need to be saving. 4,000 a month that I need to be saving. So even though it doesn't bring the money up, it doesn't just magically create the money, but at least mathematically you start breaking it down and making sense of it. So that's 1,000 a week. This is a month. This is 1K a week. I could break it down to the day. If it's 1,000 a week, that means divided by 7, that's $142 a day. But for me, this is how I set goals. For me, if I had a goal between July 19th today and December 31st to save $20,000, I would want to write that down. I have $20,000 by December 31st. Why? Because I want to qualify this goal with information. I want to have information that I can read to see where I want to be by December 31st. The second thing I want to do is quantify this goal with math. So now I want to write the numerical value down or put it in my calculator so that I can start breaking it down based on my timeline that I have to see what is the dollar amount that I need to be putting up, not just by December 31st and just leave it out there, but every month, every week, and every day leading up to December 31st. So now I can break it up into 5 months. I can break each month into, here's my months. I could break each month into a week. That's $1,000 a week. That's $142 a day of every week for the whole month. So now I know when I wake up every day, man, if I'm gonna save 4,000 this month, today I gotta put 142 up. Or every week I need to put 1,000 up. Or every 2 weeks I need to put 2,000 up. But at least I have something that I can use as a parameter to keep me focused and to help drive me to where I want to go. Now, if I have a job or if I'm not making enough money, now I can look at, wow, what are the skill sets that I need? What are the vehicles that I need to get in? Do I need to start another business? Do I need to find an affiliate marketing opportunity? Do I need to start selling something to get commissions? What do I need to do? And how much of that do I need to do? It's all math, ladies and gentlemen. You got to be willing to do the math. So fulfilling your goals is not going to happen overnight. It's going to happen over time. But I promise you, it's going to have a lot to do with you doing the math. You doing the math on your goals. So very quickly, I just want to remind all of you that are watching me today, if you have not registered and RSVP'd for my 2 upcoming events this weekend, of course, I would love for you to join me live this Friday at 7 o'clock p.m. and this Saturday from 12 to 4 p.m. for 2 events right here in Buckhead at the Marriott Conference Center. I would love for you to join me in person. All right. But if you can't join me in person, then you can register an RSVP to join us virtually. All you have to do is click the link in the description or just go to Ramonepreston.com/event. Ramonepreston.com/event. I really want you to be a part of this weekend's event. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Friday night, we're going to have a entire service. It's a one-night revival, and I'm going to be preaching, I'm going to be prophesying, I'm going to be praying for people. We're going to be activating people. We really want to get you fueled and filled with everything you need so that you can start moving forward, especially in this season, because this is a season, this is a time where a lot of people ain't moving forward. A lot of people are contracting, they slowing down, they're getting scared, they're getting fearful, they're panicking. The economy is crazy, the world is tripping, fear is everywhere. People don't want to go out no more. And now, of course, there are some legitimate reasons why people feel that way, but at the same time, there's still people who moving forward. There's still people who living. There's still people who thriving. There's still people who growing, and you got to make a decision. Do you want to be one of those people? Do you want to be one of the ones that's staying stuck? Or do you want to be one of the people that's moving forward? And if you are a believer, if you are a man or a woman of faith, and you know that there is something special you're supposed to be doing on this planet, you need to figure out how to take what you are called to do and connect it to what you have to do in this world. In other words, you got to learn to do business and ministry. And it doesn't mean you got to have a ministry. It don't mean you got to become a preacher. It just means as a believer, you got to learn to use your power and your strength and your spiritual position as leverage in this world. You got to leverage that thing. Like, we should be like winning as believers in this world. We should be leading as believers in this world. We should be influencing as believers in this world. We shouldn't be acting like everybody else. We shouldn't be panicking and fearful and intimidated and uncertain and scared and average like everybody else. When we are believers, when we serve this amazing universal God and we believe He's given us power and capabilities and gifts, and He's given us an anointing, and He's given us all these ideas, and we just doing what everybody else is doing. No, you got to grind. You got to get up. You got to step in that thing, and you got to make the decision that I am going to be great while I live on this planet, and I'm not going to let certain seasons and times and the things that are going on in these seasons and times stop me from fulfilling my God-given purpose. This is why I am hosting these two events this weekend. This is why I built a university training platform called Ramonepreston University that teaches you and trains you on ministry and business, to show you how to build organizational enterprises, to show you how to create success as a believer. This is why I've done it, because I believe that we should be on the front line. We should be the influencers. We should be the world changers. We should be the ones that are determining how certain things go. But in order for us to do that, we've got to get information. We've got to get around the right people. We've got to be empowered. We've got to be educated. We got to get disciplined. We got to get trained. And guess what? We got to build infrastructures. Like, people are saying that within the next 8 years, from 2022 to 2030, there's going to be about $30 trillion transferred from the generation in front of us to our generation. Have you heard those studies? Have you heard anyone talking about the great wealth transfer? A lot of people are talking about this today because they are already projecting that the generation in front of us, a lot of them are retiring. A lot of them are just enjoying the sunset years of their lives. A lot of them don't want to run businesses no more. Some of these may be in their 60s or 70s and 80s or maybe 90s, and they just want to enjoy their golden years. Well, there's about $30 trillion within the next 8 years that's going to be transferred to the generation like us who, like, we ready. We ain't ready to retire. We're ready to rock and roll. We want to live and experience the best things in life and have a quality life and do something amazing for our families and our churches and our communities in the world. Well, all that is going to be transferred. But how is it going to be transferred? Everybody's saying the same thing. It ain't going to be transferred person to person. It ain't like somebody going to just drop out of the sky and say, let me give you 10 million, or let me put you on, or let me give you this opportunity. That don't necessarily happen, but it's happening through business transactions, organizational transactions. These are the transfers that are taking place. So if you can put yourself in a position where you learn how to take the things that God has given to you, dreams and desires and aspirations and ambitions, and package them the right way, and learn the things that you need to learn on how to manage these things and how to grow these things and how to succeed in these things, then you're going to be one of the people that experience the results and the benefits of this. So I urge you and encourage you, if you haven't already, to please RSVP, and you can reserve your spot. If you want to join me this Friday and this Saturday, you could go to Ramonepreston.com. /event. You could go to Ramonepreston.com/event, and you can RSVP and register. This Friday, 7 o'clock p.m., we're hosting a one-night revival. This Saturday, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m., we're hosting our Millionaire Mastermind. And again, I would love for you to be a part of both of them, just for you to experience how both of these worlds work together. Like, it's so hard for some people to recognize that we should be working and operating at high levels in both of these worlds. We should be amazing people. We should be believers and Christians and leaders and influencers. We should have like this spiritual obligation to just do great things for our family. But then over here in business, we should take all of this ingenuity, all of this creativity, all of this God-given talent, and we should be packaging this thing in a way that we're making an impact in the world, and we're making money, and we're being successful. This is one of the stories in the Bible that we all hear about. There's a story in the Bible about the parable of the talent, right? And how the master gave the servants talents. And the guy that got one talent, he took the talent and he buried the talent, because he felt like, hey, I'm not the guy that got 10 talents. I ain't the guy that got 5 talents, but he got one talent. So instead of taking that one talent, packaging that talent, and going out into the marketplace and doing business like he was told or she was told, he buried it. Well, I'm going to just wait till the recession is over. I'm going to just wait until everything just blows over. Well, we're in a bear market now, so I ain't going to do nothing. This ain't the time to be aggressive. Or I'm going to wait till my kids go to college. Or I'm going to wait till I pay off these 2 debts. Or I'm going to wait until the season is over and then we start new. I'm going to wait until tax time. There's always a future event you're waiting for instead of making a move now. But here's what happened. The person with the 5 talents and the 10 talents, guess what they did? They packaged those talents. They created business opportunities. They went out into the marketplace. They made exchanges and transactions. They flipped what they had. And when the master came back, the master was like, wow, well done, my good and faithful servant. When the master went to the person with the 1 talent who buried it, the master was like, what up, bro? Like, what's up, dog? What you doing? He was like, well, Lord, you know what I'm saying? Like, God, I ain't, God, I know you gave me the gift. God, I know you gave me a talent, but I buried it because I didn't want to lose the one thing you gave me. I was in scarcity. I was fearful. People were shooting everybody. Inflation was high. Gas prices went up. It was a lot of traffic. Everything. I was going to wait until the market got cold. And he got reprimanded because he or she didn't do what the master gave them the ability to do. And so I'm just challenging you today. And I want you to hear me like from a spiritual place too. I'm really challenging you. I truly believe that we are entering into a new season, a new era. We're in a different world right now than we were just 2 years ago. Okay? There are a lot of people who are waiting for the world the way it was prior to COVID to come back. Man, that world ain't coming back. We've been past that. We ain't coming back to that. And if you sitting twiddling your thumbs waiting for those days, those were the days to come back, it ain't coming back. You gotta strap up, you gotta roll up your sleeve, and you gotta make the decision that I'm gonna take what God done gave me and I'm gonna put this thing together and I'm gonna figure it out and I'm gonna make it work. And if I got people like Prophet Ramon and the Next Level family and community that he's put together, that's made up of people who believe God has given them something special to do, then I'm gonna just lean in and I'm gonna just do what I gotta do. I'm gonna learn, I'm gonna study, I'm gonna grow, I'm gonna grind, I'm gonna work hard, I'm gonna work smart, I'm gonna get out here in the marketplace, I'm gonna engage, I'm gonna make transactions, and I'm gonna take my life to the next level. If that's you, I want you to join me this Friday and Saturday, Ramonepreston.com/event. All right, you can join me Friday, absolutely free, just RSVP. You can join me Saturday, absolutely free, just RSVP. And if you have any questions that you need me or my team to answer about our upcoming event this week or about any programs that we offer to help you get your business, your ministry, your finances to the next level, all you have to do is text. I make it real easy for everybody. Just text the word millionaire to 404-478-7213. 404-478-7213. You could text that word millionaire to me and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you have, whether it's about our upcoming event this weekend or whether it's about any of the programs that we have. Of course, we have online training programs for business and for ministry. We have a mentorship program. It's our 1-year coaching program. And we have other programs. We have certification programs for people who want to be certified as coaches and consultants. We have a business incubator program that we mentor you and really work with you as a consulting team to help you build your business or your organizational infrastructure out, whether it's from starting your holding company, your operating company, maybe starting a nonprofit. We show you how to integrate the right systems and processes, and we work with you through that entire project in our business incubator. We even have a licensing program. If you are a coach, a consultant, a trainer, and you want to monetize on the products and services that we sell, you have access to use all of our digital products and programs, our curriculum, our content, and you can make money off it as well. So if you like more information on any of our programs, of course, you can go to Ramonepreston.com and you'll find all of our programs and prices and information there. But you can also just text millionaire to 404-478-7213. So remember, this week is our Mastermind countdown. So every day this week, we're talking about certain concepts and principles that will be leading up to our Mastermind this Saturday. And I'm just asking all of you to continue to like our videos, share our videos. These algorithms, they work a certain way. So when you don't like the video or share it or make a comment and give us some feedback, you know, they don't really get the attention the algorithms give to videos that people comment on and engage on. So I'm not just asking you to like and share and comment just for my ego, okay? I'm asking you to do that because I know that there are people who search the internet. There are people who Google and who go to YouTube and they're looking for men and women who have character, who are trustworthy, who have integrity, but who also have the knowledge and the skill set and the expertise to help them succeed. And I want people to find me. I want people to know that there are men of God, leaders in the faith community, in the church, who are anointed, who are gifted, who are powerful, who have character, integrity, who have longevity, and who are willing and ready to work with them to help them get to their next level. And so every time you like a video, share it, make a comment, you're helping us get that attention that we want to get to help other people get to their next level. So please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube page, like and follow all of our other pages. You can find me everywhere at Ramonepreston. So if you go to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and you type in, or LinkedIn, and you type in Ramonepreston, I'm going to come up. All you have to do is just hit the like button or follow or subscribe. And it will be very, very appreciated. Also, when you go to Google, or anytime you're on Google and you think about me, type in Ramonepreston Enterprises. And when my company comes up, leave me a star review. Or maybe you want to type a review. And of course, it's going to ask you to log into your Gmail account. It's only a couple minutes for you to log in just to do a good service, to give the world an opportunity to see that there are people who listen to me, get value from me, and who appreciate me and my wife and my team enough to take a few minutes. That says a lot about who you are. It really does. It says a lot about who you are. And I look at Google reviews. I look at all the comments. I look at everything. I check everything. So even though I've got people that work with me on my team to do certain things, but I always look. I go on these platforms, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Google. I go to these platforms and I look at how people are taking just a few minutes of their busy schedules to give back to me and my team what we regularly give to them. So I love and appreciate all of you. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Again, register RSVP for our Friday and Saturday event. 2 events free. It's going to be amazing. Ramonepreston.com/event. Or you could text millionaire to 404-478-7213. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another edition of the Ramonepreston Show. I have enjoyed sharing the information I've shared with you about resetting and goal setting. We'll follow up this conversation tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, on into this weekend. So have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow, 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Ramonepreston Show.